Good day everyone, we are Group Cybergenesis, and today we will present Arduino Project 14 Infrared Controlled Light. Our group members are Nandri Nashtiglao, our leader, myself, Mercy Amar Puntillo, and Jen Michael Pajeda. This project is presented to our professor, Dr. Earl Marquez Albina, for our subject Application Development and Emerging Technologies. In this Arduino project, we will show you how to control an LED light using infrared remote control. An IR receiver is a hardware device that receives and decodes signals from infrared remote control. Each signal sent by the remote has a unique code, which the Arduino can read and interpret. Using this setup, we can turn an LED on or off wirelessly, as long as the receiver has a clear line of sight to the remote. The IR signal can bounce off surfaces like glass and walls, but the best performance is still with the directly visibility. The components we used for this activity are: first, Arduino Uno board, the main controller board. Second is breadboard to assemble the connection, and third is jumper wires for wiring the circuit. Fourth, IR receiver, receive the signal from the remote. Fifth, IR remote controller sends command to the receiver. And lastly, LED turns on or off based on the remote input. This project is a great example of wireless control, which is commonly used in TVs, air conditioners, and other remote control devices.
Good day. So here is the source code for our activity number 14. So as you can see, we have the header for the IR remote, which is including the IR remote.hpp library. Then we have the initialization of the IR receiver, the LED, and the Boolean LED state of the LED. We have the void setup, we have the serial monitor, we have the IR receiver. We are going to start the IR receiver with this line of code. Then we're going to initialize our LED pin. First of all, we're going to import the IR remote HPP library to access the IR remote functions. So we can turn on the serial for the debugging on the serial begin, and then we're going to initialize the IR receiver feedback to start the service. Then we have Boolean LED state here. Boolean is bool is a data type that holds one or two values, and it uses 1 byte of data. We can use this to switch the LED state to on or off. Then our loop is simple. We just have simple if statements. So as you can see, we have the if statement here of IR receiver.decode and the unsigned integer 32 bits.t code. This is a really arbitrary code but essentially it's just a 32-bit integer that is unsigned. It's the same as unsigned long in Arduino. So here we have the IR receiver that decoded IR data, that decoded raw data. It's really long, but essentially this is just the IR receiver decoding the code if you press the one of the buttons here in the IR remote. Then we're going to print that code into a hex value. Then we are going to read that value, and if that value is this hex code, we are going to change the state of our LED. Our previous state of the LED is low. That means if we press one button of the IR remote, then the LED state will be changed. Then this will be written, and then after that we are going to wait for another signal to be inputted with the IR receiver.resume function. So that's how the IR remote works. So let's look at the setup. We have our setup for the circuit, and we have our IR monitor. So we are going to press now the power on button, and would you look at that, it turns on. Let's see our serial monitor and what it outputs. Okay, let's turn this on again. Oh, wait, something's wrong. Hold up, let's press it again. Okay, so the extra letters here are just bugged, but it works as intended. Look at this. This is the the hex code for the power on button, and you can see the LED state as well. So pressing any other button here in this IR remote would not output anything whatsoever. It's only if and only if you press the power on button that this LED lights up. Look at that.